Hello everyone, welcome to week 7. This week we are going to be analyzing the data that you got from your Google surveys. I hope you guys enjoyed your surveys. I certainly enjoyed looking through them and taking them, and y'all did a wonderful job. So this week we're going to take that data and do something with it. So first, here's a infographic about where your data is. This basically is just explaining all of the video and posts and stuff like that, where that's at, how much it's being used, what kind of data it is. So it's a little bit out of date, but it's still really interesting. From 2012 to 2015, we've gone from 2.75 zettabytes to 8. That's a pretty big increase. And where all that data is at is actually really interesting too. One of my favorites is this one: 60 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute. That's an hour every second. That's a lot of video. So this infographic is interesting, and it's a really good example of the ways that we can use something like data and charts in a classroom. This is a lot easier to understand. This chart here is a lot easier to understand than just all the numbers, especially if you're working with kids. So this is one example of why a chart is helpful, or a chart or a graphic of some kind. There's lots of different ways that you can use these kinds of things with your students. This one right here is an example. American migration map is kind of fun to look at. Basically, once it loads, sorry guys, there we go. You click any county. So for example, I grew up in, let's see, Pierce County. There it is, Pierce County. And it shows you the migration in and out of that county. You don't have to know the numbers, and that's what's nice about this. But just seeing these colors and the lines here is really helpful to get an idea of what you're looking at. Same thing is true for children. The numbers will mean nothing to them, but the pictures and the lines and the colors will. So that's one example, and there's others here that you can take a look at. So I highly recommend this. And then this one, a truly devastating graph on state higher education spending. I did not name it that, The Atlantic did, but it's really interesting to see what's going on with spending on higher education. So this week we're going to use Excel to analyze the data, and that is the program I want you to use, because as much as this is about analyzing data, it's also about learning how to use Excel. I have here a practice. If you've never used Excel before, it can feel really intimidating. And so this right here, visualizing data, I want you to do that. And it will help you just get a feel. It's really simple, and help you get a feel for what Excel can do and what it is doing and how you can use it. There's a video here explaining exactly how to use it. So please watch that, and then do it along with the video. Just watch it. It's up to you. But please do that. It'll be helpful, I promise. Also, here's some more videos for more things in Excel. These ones are right here, are by Jamie Lemmer, another instructor here at Western. And then these are from other various places. And so again, if you're not comfortable with Excel, this assignment can feel a little bit intimidating, but I promise you it's not going to be if you can just take a deep breath and we'll get through it together. Okay, so your assignment is going to be taking the data from your survey and putting it into Excel and then messing around with it. You're going to end up creating charts. So there's several pieces of this assignment, and they all must be completed to get full points for this assignment. But I have videos here for each thing step by step, so you never have to worry about it. Basically, you're going to create at least 3 different charts that effectively display data from your survey. Each chart should be a little different. Mess with it. Most specifically, I want to see different types of charts, so column, line, bar, pie, etc. The colors and things like that, mess with them so you like it, but they're not as important. But I need to see different kinds of charts. And then after that, you'll be done, which is great. I want you to save it with your last name, your survey title, and it needs to be an XLSX file. These videos up here are all for all of the formulas that you're going to need for doing this assignment. Watch those, please. They will save your life. If you try to figure it out on your own, you might miss something. These videos will be helpful, and they tell you everything you need to know. These work in any spreadsheet program. Some might have slight variations, but we're only using Excel for this one, so you don't have to worry about that. Down here, these are Excel for your PC and for your Mac for moving your charts. Your charts need to be saved on a different worksheet, but all of it needs to be in one notebook. So that's what we're doing this week. Down here is your rubric. So take a look at that and use that to help guide you. Again, Excel can be intimidating, but it really doesn't have to be. Some of you might also be wondering, why are we bothering with Excel? I'm never going to use this for my kids in my classroom. Why not? There's a lot of different ways. We already talked about how just a page full of numbers can be really intimidating and hard to understand. So use a chart to present information to your kids. You can also have your kids helping you create these charts. For example, kindergartners, you're having them chart the weather throughout the week, and you're going to use Excel to do it. Of course you don't have to, but why not? Why not give your kids another skill to put in their tool belts? It can also be useful outside of the classroom, just for you as a teacher, as a resource. Excel can make things like grading and classroom data a lot easier to manage. So after you have submitted the assignment, we're going to have our reflection like normal. Please, please, please don't forget to respond to at least one classmate. And most specifically this week, I'd like you to talk about how you might use these tools in your classroom, as well as if there was anything in this module, if any of the videos were unclear, or there's some stuff you didn't understand. I want to know about it. So go ahead and talk about that. And then our wrap up, we analyzed data collected from our surveys and created charts and graphs in Excel. Next week, we are going to look at how data can be shared, and we'll create an infographic using Microsoft PowerPoint. We're getting really close to the end, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful week with this assignment, and I'm really excited to see all of your graphs and your projects and how you analyze your data. If you have any questions, please contact me. This can be a difficult assignment, especially, again, if you are intimidated by Excel. And a lot of people are. So please don't hesitate to ask me for any help you might need. And don't wait. If you're spending 15 minutes trying to figure something out, just stop and ask. It's not worth the time and it's not worth the stress. I promise you we will get you through it. All right. Have a wonderful week.